Okay, so today I want to talk about traffic and kind of shed some light on the way traffic works because I think there's a ton of confusion around this subject. I think a lot of people have traffic strategies confused with marketing strategies and so on. Because here's the thing, every once in a while I'll have a coaching call with a client and I'll ask them, what is your marketing plan? And they'll say, well, I use Facebook marketing. And here's the thing, Facebook is not a marketing plan. Facebook is just one source of traffic. See, this is a marketing plan because here we have a system in place for every stage of the sales process. Facebook is not a marketing plan. Facebook is simply a source of traffic, one of many. So let me pull up this chart real quick. Obviously, traffic generation is important because traffic basically is the lifeblood that runs the entire machine. Gasoline runs your car and traffic runs your sales funnel.
Alright guys, so let me kind of explain some of these traffic strategies and shed some light on how this stuff works. On one hand you have free organic traffic, and on the other hand you have paid traffic. Now there's pros and cons to using each side. So over here on the free side, the thing is that it doesn't take a whole lot of money to use these strategies, but it does take a lot of time. Okay, so if you want to spend months or years building your business, that's perfectly fine, and you can use some of these strategies. So let me just take one out of this group and kind of explain the concept about how all traffic generation works, guys. So let's just use blogging for example. Okay, so at this point you guys should have a basic understanding of how funnels work. The main idea is that you have a lead capture page, okay, and on your lead capture page your prospect will be entering in their name, they'll be entering in their email, and as soon as they enter in their name and email they'll be added to your list, at which point your follow-up sequence should take them through your sales funnel. Okay, so if we're using blogging as a strategy, as a traffic strategy, here's kind of how it works. Okay, you can start a blog with WordPress or something like that, and you can start writing blog posts. So you would write a blog, and that blog would talk about a certain subject, and you would say if you want more information, click the link. You put a link in your blog post and you point that to your lead capture page. Next day you wake up, you write another blog. If you want more information, click the link. Point that to your lead capture page. Next day you wake up, you write another blog. Hey, if you want more information, click the link. Point that to your lead capture page. Next day, same thing, so on and so forth. So over the course of time, you have hundreds of blogs on the internet that are all pointing to your lead capture page. So if you have, one person per day clicking these links, you have one person clicking this link, one person clicking this link, you have dozens or even hundreds of people coming to your lead capture page every single day because you have so many blogs spread through the internet all pointing to your lead capture page. Okay, so blogging is a very, very effective strategy. The problem though is that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. You have to be extremely disciplined, and you have to wake up every day and write your blog post and implement certain search engine optimization tactics in order for them to index in the internet properly. So there's a lot of little things that play a role in getting this strategy to work properly. Is it a bad strategy? No, it's a fantastic strategy if you're disciplined and you have the time to put into it. That goes for all of these strategies, guys. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Periscope. You have to be disciplined and you have to be consistent, and you have to understand every intricate detail in order to make them actually produce traffic. Personally, I would rather just work 3 jobs so that I could afford to use some paid advertising, because paid advertising is how you can scale your business very quickly. Okay, so let me kind of explain the paid side here, because this again has some pros and cons. So we'll just talk about Facebook. Okay, so the concept with all traffic is the same. you have your lead capture page, or hopefully you have a lead capture page by now. Okay, so your prospect's entering in their name, they're entering in their email. Okay, so all of your traffic strategies, whether you're using free traffic or paid traffic or any one of these strategies, the whole point is to point all of that traffic to your lead capture page. Okay, your lead capture page is your home base, and all of your traffic should go to your home base. Okay, so in this example, it's the same overall concept, but I'm using Facebook advertising instead of blogging. Okay, so in this case, I have an ad on Facebook, and that ad points to my lead capture page. Now, the obvious difference here is that it's going to cost me a certain amount of money every day to run that Facebook ad. Now, just so that you understand the concept here, I'm going to kind of break it down into simple terms. Okay, let's just say, for example, that it costs me $1 per day to run that ad on Facebook. I also know that the lifetime value of having somebody on my list is going to be $2. Okay, so I know if I can get somebody to join my contact list, I'll make $2 over the course of time having that person on my list. Okay, so if it's costing me $1 in advertising to acquire somebody on my list, and I know that that person on my list is going to give me a return on my investment of $2, well, how much should I spend on advertising? The answer is as much as possible, right? A lot of people look at paid advertising like it's a cost. Guys, paid advertising, it's not a cost, it's not a gamble if you know what your numbers are, if you know how many leads it takes for you to close a deal in your business. Okay, there's a certain amount of math that goes into this, and it's up to you guys to kind of figure out what your numbers are. For example, if you get 15 leads, you close one deal. Off of that one deal, you earn, $50. Therefore, if you're spending $40 in marketing and you're making $50 off of that commission, then you should have no problem spending $500 in a day, because you know that you're going to be profitable. Okay, that's how paid advertising works. It's not a cost, it's not a gamble if you know what your numbers are. So personally, my time is very valuable. Okay, so I'm not going to spend 6 months or a year building up these free strategies when I can have these strategies driving tons of traffic to my lead capture pages within a day or two. Okay, that's the difference. So again, all of these strategies work, okay? But another thing that I want to bring to your attention is that you do not want to become a jack of all trades here, okay? You want to become a master of one. One thing that a lot of people get messed up with is that they try to become a jack of all trades. There's so many options here. People say, well, I need to be building a fan page, and I need to be running paid ads, and I need a Pinterest and a Periscope and a Snapchat and doing all that. Guys, you do not want to become a jack of all trades. You will get no results with any of these strategies if you're trying to do all of them. So you want to pick one strategy, and you want to fully immerse yourself in that one strategy until you master it. Okay, once you master it, then you can automate it, and once you automate it, then you can move on to a new strategy. Okay, so in my case, Instagram is one of my primary marketing strategies. Obviously, we have that figured out, and we've learned how to automate this strategy. So now we can move on to some other strategies, right? Now we can move on to some other strategies. So that's the key, guys. You want to pick one strategy, master that strategy, figure out what your numbers are, figure out how to get that strategy to convert into sales. And once you do that, you can move on, you can automate that strategy, move on to another one.
At the end of the day, all of these strategies work, okay? But they all have pros and cons. This whole thing is super simple, guys. You build your funnel, And if you've been following this training, you should already have your funnel built, okay? And then you simply drive traffic to it. That's it. That's the whole business of selling products online. But don't mistake that with being easy, okay? It's simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy, because I've just explained the kind of core concept of how traffic works, but you still have to understand the technical side as well. You know, conversion ads and targeting interest groups and pixel retargeting and so on. So if you guys are interested to learn these advanced strategies, you can use the button below and pick up a free copy of .com Secrets, because I think before anyone can truly reach a certain level of success online, understanding these concepts are absolutely imperative, because anyone who's making any real money already knows that it's important to always be progressing and getting better and better at what you do. So you can use that button to grab your free copy of this book. It was a huge game changer for me, and it will be for you as well. And that's really the key to the kingdom, guys. So all I can really say is to just educate yourself, learn how to do this stuff on a professional level, and keep progressing. So that's it for today. I hope this video kind of shed some light on the mysteries of traffic. So take care. Talk to you soon.